1 o'clock on the dot, my time, and we are back. Second day in a row. But this time, we're doing a different... No, hold on. Welcome, everybody. Good afternoon. Right on the dot, 1 o'clock my time. Right now, actually, we're back in the 777 for the second day in a row, but this time, we're... it's a little bit different. One, first of all, the United livery is a little better, or a little more modern. And two, these are not the GE90 engines. Why is the camera all of a sudden got so smooth? Very nice. These are the Pratt & Whitney 4092 engines. They are a little different than from the GE. Quite a lot different from the GEs. But we are going to be... We're on a streak this week. We started with the GEs yesterday from Chicago to Cancun. We're doing Orlando to Newark today with the Pratt & Whitneys. And then Friday morning, we're doing JFK to LA. Full time, no time acceleration. The full 5 hours. JFK to LA with the Trents. And the Trents are personally my favorite. But here on the channel, specifically, we are comparing the 3 different engine types. Yes, for the GEs, they're all right. This time the Pratt & Whitneys, I actually enjoyed these a lot better than the General Electric. So let's go ahead and find out how good they really are. I mean, I already know. I think they're better than the GEs. Look at the sim sounds up so we can hear everything. Not too busy in Orlando at the moment. Evan, welcome. Not too busy, just one Delta aircraft going to Fort Pierce. It's actually an Embraer. Hold on. These what aircraft is that? E110? I've never... Interesting. That is a turboprop. Okay. So should be fun flying out with them. Anyway, let's get her started up. Let's power up. Let's get her running and start the show as the Pratt & Whitneys come to life. So sounds up. Here we go. And you know what? Instead of starting the APU, we're gonna go with the battery. So battery, primary, and secondary. Beautiful as always. Cabin utility and the in-flight entertainment. Up here to the Adaroo. Emergency lights. Look at the window heat on. I don't think we should do that yet, but it doesn't matter. I think everybody does that. I'm liking the multiple streams per week. Yeah, I mean, I have time in the middle of the week. I'd rather just do this than play Fortnite or do a fly by myself, right? Might as well do that. Seatbelts, keep them on auto for now, because we aren't going to load fuel instantly. But we'll turn them on once the fuel's actually on. And then up here, everything's all good. Everything's closed. I'll keep the voice recorder on auto. Go through here. Fuel pumps will stay off for now. Engine anti-ice is going to stay off. Nav, everything else is off. And then up here, everything's good with the packs. We usually don't touch the packs with the 777. I've noticed that. Give those a second to power up. Really quickly, let's load up our sim brief. Let's actually move it over here. So, sim brief. From Orlando to Newark. Flight time today is about 2 hours 14. 2 hours 42 block time. So, not as long as yesterday, but definitely still quite the journey. Orlando, can I get the ATIS? Here we go. What the heck? Is it double loading something? No. Okay, 3001 is our altimeter. Temperature 28, very nice and warm indeed. And then winds from the northeast, somewhere there. Let's give this one to power on. We can go ahead and paste. We are in Orlando. We can get the boarding started as well. The GSX connected. Really quickly, a parking brake set. Either way, we have the chocks going. The chocks are set as well. I can't see that right now. Let's get the boarding started. Here we go. You know what? We'll get ground operations on in here. Give the screen a second to power on. It takes about a minute or two, which is kind of annoying. Especially because I want to do some stuff immediately right off the bat, but we're going to do Flight Director 1, Flight Director 2. Altitude we'll keep it, heading we'll keep 360. Speed, it's going to be the V2 speed, so we'll take it down to 140 something. Say 140 for now, because it's going to be around that range. And then altitude, I forgot what the initial altitude out of Orlando is. Here's the screens. We'll get the speakers self-test in a second as well. Right on cue. Route. We'll request it from here from SimBrief. We're going to load the fuel instantly. And then select the route. And that'll load it. Now since the fuel is on board, the seatbelt's on. And let's get the checklist going. So oxygen. Oxygen is all working. Left. Working as well. And then flight instruments, heading, altimeter. We'll set that up as we go. So set that. Alright. Back to the door page. Let's see which ones are going to open. That's actually the proper way to do it. That's very nice. Except the Jetway is not playing nice. Because I don't know why the Jetway never does this. I've had these problems recently. I don't know if is it that I don't have a plain SimBrief profile, or is it something going? I forgot what it was happening exactly. But I think it's only been happening with the 777. Maybe I don't have a SimBrief profile installed. Maybe I should get one of those. All right, so that's all loaded up. We'll get the route loaded, and then give that 1 second to load. I mean, we said 3001 the altimeter. We'll set that on here. 3001. We don't want to scroll too fast because accelerated scrolling is a thing. And for some reason, I don't know if you guys noticed, but they changed the way the altimeter button works in 2024. You can only scroll one at a time, and then after a while it gets accelerated. Unlike 2020, where you could like scroll endlessly and it will stay the same speed. Maybe I should disable something. RCO for the auto brake. The plane will thank us later. What's wrong with the shocks? Let's get the APU started. Maybe something's going on. I don't know what's happening with the shocks. All right, the route. We'll activate the route. And let's look at our flight plan. So 410 is our constant cruise, which is actually very nice. Finally, I don't have a step climb. And then our full route, the phase 4, and then the Filbo 4 into Newark. So we're gonna go runway 36 right is what we selected. Right next to us, it's the one right here. So it shouldn't take too long. And then phase 4, VGAP transition, execute, route. We'll go to legs. Let's check this out. So just straight out, I believe that's 360 if I'm not mistaken. Straight up. Make sure there's no discontinuities up until Quart should be our last waypoint. There it is, Quart, and then we'll go back over here to arrival, ILS 22 left, Filbo 4, and the Quart transition. Now, do we want to IZECO or pattern? I don't know why I keep clicking out. Let's check that out. So departure, Orlando. We'll pin the airport chart. We might need this for taxi. We'll pin 1 and 3 as well. And then, not Citrus, the phase 4 departure. What's our initial? It should be down here, right? 36 right, 16,000. 16,000 is our initial. And then the departure heading. Joshua, welcome. I know, second day in a row. It's quite the anomaly, but you know, it is what it is. 005 is our initial heading. So actually, our MCP is all set and ready to go. And then we said for the departure, for the arrival, it's Filbo 4. We said 22 left, specifically the ILS 22 left. Where is that? Here we go. ILS 22 left. And we're gonna take. You know what? We don't need any of these. We'll take the IZECO just to have an extended downwind. Sorry, the extended, in case we want to extend the downwind and in case we want to intercept the base a little farther out. But we'll probably fly direct to Gimme, if anything. Whoever's watching, please leave a like. Yeah, dude, that would be amazing. Just to spread the influence a little more. Remember, enjoy the show and engage. Dude, engagement is exactly what I want. I don't care if I get any subscribers or likes. I just want engagement. That's all I care. I like to talk with people. I don't know if you can tell me why they're talkative. Legs. Skip through here. Make sure our arrival's all set and ready to go. The Quart is right here. And then from there, it's flying down. I could probably zoom. Oh, that's Philly. I could probably zoom out a little bit. Here we go. Step, step, step. And then from Filbo, I mean, we'll fly a manual, I guess, unless we want to create a waypoint unless we want to create a waypoint like right here. Oh no, because that's like right next to the airport. Okay, so you know what? We'll just fly a manual from there. If you need a mod down the line, let me know. I'll let you know as soon as people start filling up, just to just to get ahead of the game, I guess. And again, we'll just vector ourselves after the departure to IZECO. I don't think that should be too hard. I think it's pretty simple, because you just select and turn off LNAV VNAV. And both we can start modulating our speed nice and early. And I think we'll fly over MetLife Stadium too. All right, route is all set. What's next? The performance initiative. So accept that. 0 fuel weight. 375.9. We can cross check that here. It's all set. And then we go to performance. For departure, runway 36 right, OFP, not from aircraft, but from OFP. That's going to be our departure, because from aircraft, this is where you import the current weight, the gross weight, and then if you import from OFP, it'll subtract the taxi fuel that you're going to use, which is actually quite convenient. I've never done that before. Flight level 410. I don't know why it does 390 all the time. Here we go. And then cost index, let's just cross-check that. Over here. It's going to be at the top here. 157. 157, yeah, 410. Anything else? No. That should be it. All right. Over to performance. We got our weights in. We said takeoff 238. Select the temperature. Takeoff. Flaps 5. We're doing this nice and fast because we're used to this process now. Center of gravity 28.9er. We can cross check that on here as well. 28.9er, and we're gonna get 29% on here, and then 5.25 with the trim. Okay, that's set on here. 5.25. Am I scrolling the right way? I'm not scrolling the right way. And the trim's not working. What's going on with the trim? That's working. Trim wheel? Our trim wheel seems to be broken. Alright, what's the problem? Why's the back door open as well? Plane taxiing like right here? No, you just push back. Oh no, there is actually an aircraft here. It's a JetBlue who's pulling in from... Ooh, from Santo Domingo. Quite fast as well. I don't recall JetBlue actually parking here, but that's whatever. Why is our trim not working? Holy brakes. Stepping on the, and now he's rolling back. Put the parking brakes, man. Alright, now you're good. Welcome to Orlando, man. Yeah, what's up with the trim? Can I set it later? Is that what it is? Okay, 5.25. We gotta remember that. Oh, cool. The cargo door back here is closing already. Nice. And what were the speeds? We need the V speeds. V speeds 132, 135, 149, 139. It's within 1 knot, so we can keep it. We'll keep 140. Oh, and we're on the dot as well. And then boarding's done just in time. LNAV, VNAV. We got Toga, LNAV, VNAV. We're all set to go. Anything else from here? No. We're all set. The flaps 5, right? You know what? It's only been 15 minutes, and we're already ready for pushback. I like this game. What the heck? Here we go. I like that game where we're ready for pushback 15 minutes before our scheduled departure time. Good, means we'll get there earlier. Means I won't get yelled at later today. Frequencies, we never set those up. What are the frequencies in Orlando? I thought the radio's been quiet the whole day. Orlando is 124.3. 124.3. I went the wrong way. Hello? There we go. VHF 1, VHF 2, cabin and speaker. VHF 1, 2, cabin, speaker. We'll get VHF 2 up on this one, and then 121.5 is the guard frequency for VHF 2. And then we'll go Unicom on the standby. Anything else? No, all the doors are closed except the entry door. I think we should be all ready for pushback as long as everything else is done, right? We'll go ahead and uplink the descent winds. For the second, we'll press load, or do they automatically just do this? Oh, we already pressed load, okay. And then wind uplink, load, that's what it's for. Execute. We're all set. So making our way out of here, let's try the trim this time. We're gonna go flight, no, not flight control, hold on. Let's pressurize the plane actually. So right, then everything else. Pressurized and set. I love that sound so much. You see the aileron pressurizing. Gosh, that sounds so good. It's almost like the A350. By the way, I got the A350 today. Bought the A350, got it approved, got it sent to my manager, got it downloaded, got all deliveries downloaded. So next week, do expect. Hold on. I'm busy next week. No, I'm not. Friday morning. Something Friday morning. Because I'm working all day next week. pretty much every single day next week, and I'm also out of town at the beginning. So I'll see what I can do next week, but I think it should be fun. Here we go. We can load the descent forecast once now. All right, we're gonna request pushback. Prepare for departure. We'll get the beacon lights on, release the ground power, get the fuel pumps on. There's no fuel in the center tank, so that will stay off. Seatbelts are on. I think we're just waiting to close the door, right? And the cargo door is opening for some reason. So close the cargo door, close the passenger door. Why is it opening? Close. It's not still loading stuff, is it? What the heck is it doing? Alright, we'll give it a second. We'll close that. Load, please. Close all. Why do we have a stair? Hello. Okay, yes, interrupt. We have the ground disconnected. We'll release that, then door management, then we'll press close all. Yeah, why do we have the stairs here? Hold on, we're gonna go ahead and reset this. If the effect's actually gonna listen and restart. Okay, so what's the problem here? Okay, so stairs, and that's an issue. Been on the 777 before. Oh, nice. Like a 777 to Newark from Orlando's crazy works. They would rather send an Embraer than use a 777. Dude, I know. United used to do some crazy stuff. Okay, this is an actual issue. This is actually, okay, hold on. So, release all. Oh, okay. This is actual... That was actual PMDG stuff. Okay, now we can close the doors. Okay, that was weird. Dude, I remember back in the day, like during COVID, when United would send their 777s from Chicago to Orlando. I'm surprised they still don't do that. Because they still send the 777 from Chicago to Cancun. The flight that we did yesterday, I literally saw the plane fly today. They still do that daily. But not to Orlando. Which is weird. Anyway. Doors are all closed. We'll go ahead and arm them all. All doors are... What the heck? All doors are armed. And we'll go ahead with the pre-start checklist. We had a squawk code. 1561. 1561. Right? Yeah, 1561. We'll go to expander for now. I'm gonna remove the chocks, actually. Or I can break this still set. Yep. Alright, before we start checklist. Flight deck door is closed. The rest of the doors are closed. MCP V1, V1 132, V2 135.
Orlando traffic.
No, VR 135 and V2 140. Heading 005.
Heading
altitude 16,000.
At 11,000.
That's all set. Takeoff speeds, we got them confirmed as well. CDU pre-flight taxi trim. Let's get. Is this gonna work now? 5.25. Now it works. Okay, so I guess it's kind of like an Airbus where you can't set the trim until... Oh, hydraulics. Man, you know what? Okay, we couldn't do the trim until everything else pressurized. So, got that. Trim is set, and then taxiing and takeoff briefing. They're pretty simple. Taxi today. We pinned everything. It's just going to be straight out of here. On Echo 1, we'll take Echo, and then Bravo all the way down to Bravo 10. Straightforward. We're all set. And then takeoff, of course, also pretty straightforward. Just straight up on here, over to VAP, and then from there, that's filed. So we'll open that up. We can go ahead and actually full screen that, because we can put it off to the side before start checklist completes. Prepare for pushback. Beacon light is on. We can go ahead and put the engine page. Flight was Dulles to San Diego. So I know for a fact most of United's 777s are in Houston, Dulles, and I believe I believe in Newark, and also San Francisco. Like that's where most of them are. I think Chicago was mostly regional hub, like where most of their 7.3s are, or the 175s. But they still do have a lot of 777s there as well. Not as many. Mostly that's where all the Dreamliners go because of European flights. But I think Newark, Dulles, and San Francisco and Houston is where most of the 777s are, and Denver too. I forgot about Denver. Alright, so why is that not popping up? No, we don't want to interrupt anything. Alright. Yeah, we're all ready for push. Seatbelts are on. We'll zoom in all the way on here for now. Somebody was landing there. I just saw. Yeah, somebody's. Or is that a takeoff? Oh, that's the Delta taking off. Very slow climb rate. Atlanta traffic added 2009er pushing back from 2 Congress. I don't know what the gate is. I don't know what gate this is. Gate 46, I believe. Oh, okay, they're not done connecting everything yet, which is weird. Okay, I never had a lot of them too, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. I flew from Chicago to Newark on a 93.76. Okay, so United nowadays for the international flight, especially out of O'Hare, I know this for sure. International are mostly the Dreamliners and the 7.6s. I think probably Newark's the same thing, but the 7.6, I think United's the only U.S. carrier that still operates the 7.6. Maybe Delta, but I don't know. I feel like they retired theirs. Does Delta still use the 767? I cannot spell. No. Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, no, they do still use them, but they're going to retire most of them by 2030. The reason for that is because I forgot Delta ordered the Dreamliners a little while ago. That's why. We got Miami Center online. Is he covering Orlando? No, he's covering Tampa TRACON, not Miami. Sorry, not Orlando. Can we please get the pushback clearance? Oh, here we go. Continue. Nose right. Thank goodness. Okay, so I guess we are on time. So park and brake. We're gonna go ahead and start this clock. We are off block at 2:23 local time, 1:23 Chicago time. Delta uses their 7.6s mostly between Atlanta and JFK. Okay, yeah, I thought I remember hearing that they still use them. Is it like a wet runway here? Like, what's up with the clouds? And either way, the texture in Orlando looks very nice. I feel like this does look like a wet texture almost. This looks really good, especially with the FPS that I'm getting. Alright, so we're going to start engine 1 first. Now, I said this is different engine. This is not your General Electric 90s. This is your Pratt & Whitney 4092. Very specific. I know. I get clowned a lot for that. Shows to go what kind of friends I have. So let's go ahead and start. We're going to start 1. And I'm going to shut up. 31. So not much of a startup sound, but that's kind of normal for a Pratt & Whitney engine. They'll get good for the takeoff. Trust. Let's see, 1,000. We're gonna wait for a 6.3 on the N2. You heard it flick back to normal, so we're gonna start 2 as the packs went back off. Again, not much of a startup, but I do think they'll make up for it. I'm surprised Delta sends their 350s to JFK. You know what? They send them to Detroit, Atlanta, and LAX. I think that's like the only airports they really send them to. And Orlando. I've seen Delta send a few A350s from Atlanta to Orlando for some apparent reason. So there's a flight for us to do, a short haul. Beautiful. Start on 1 and 2. What else? All right. After start checklist. Get it up on here. Anti-ice. That's auto. Recall. Aside from the TCAS normal. Auto brake RTO. We had that earlier. Ground equipment clear. Flight controls. Where's that? Flight controls. Full left. Full right. Neutral. Full right rudder. Pull down. Full left rudder. Pull up. Neutral. Neutral. Flight controls are clear and set. What is wrong with those wheels? That does not look like normal wheels. Oh, I can't wait to drive one of those in a few months. There's a hint of what I'm going to be doing. Flight controls are free and check before taxi check is complete. Alright. Here come the packs. Flaps 5. Speaking of already, I didn't realize my Boeing was a wide body. The 7.5 is a wide body? Hold on. First of all, to put it on a max. Is this for Delta or is this for United? I don't think Delta's called a wide body. I don't think the 7.5 is a wide body. No, it's not. It's a narrow body. That's the cool thing. I actually like narrow body aircraft. All right, flaps 5. That's before takeoff checklist complete. Go engine. What else? No, we're all set. All right. Atlanta traffic. United 2009 or taxi runway 36 right. All right, taxi lights and parking brakes. We'll get it rolling. I was referring to the United and the 7.6. I think the 7.6 is a wide body. So this is what I said the PWs do the best. Because every single PW has the whale. I don't know. That already sounds a lot more fun than the G's. I'm gonna cause so much controversy just saying that. I really like that. The startup definitely goes to the GEs above any variant. Any variant. Not the Trents, not the PWs. The GE has the best startup sound. But taxi, either the Trents or the PWs. Dude, that sounds so much like a 321neo. That's actually insane. Alright, taxi, we said we're just going to be a right here and then a left turn right before the runway. That actually sounds so much like a 321. We probably should have took that one, didn't we? It's fine. We'll oversteer our way onto this taxiway. Alright, out of the gate area, we can start the TCAS. So that message goes away. We'll get TFC on... Just on... no, get it on both. And then data on all of them. Is there terrain data available? I don't remember there being terrain data. Oh, yeah. Dude, the whales... I actually cannot wait for the Phoenix 321s. Because the first flight we're going to do is either a Spirit or a... Ooh. No, you know what? I turned it a little early. First flight. It's going to be on the PW engines, 100%. Now, here's the question. Should we do Frontier, Spirit, or United? Because all three of those use PW engines on their 321 Neos. It's going to be glorious. Unfortunately, American decided to go to the evil side and use the Leaps. And the Leaps sound exactly like the fly-by-wire. So, we're going to start with the PW. I think the PWs are my favorite engine. They specifically use PW1133G. At least Frontier and Spirit do, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, getting close to the runway. So not this threshold, but the next. So, ding. Ding. Cabin crew seats for takeoff. Atlanta traffic, I had a 2009er lining up runway 36 right. Alright. Make this turn while somewhat hitting the brakes. Let's actually try not to oversteer this time, but oversteer this time, if that makes sense. So turn here. That seems good. Give it a little juice. Maybe a little too much. Yeah, too much. I mean, I've seen worse. That wasn't too good. We're gonna hold the runway for a second. We're all clear. Let's just line her up nice and smoothly. Here we go. Now the oversteer. That's a little too short. That ATC online? I believe that's going to be ATC, so we're going to hold. We were going to hold either way. Oh, that's a perfect lineup. Park and brake. Set. Okay. Okay, so who just sent me the PDC? Oh, we got Orlando approach. 128375. 128375. And at a 2009 are just on. We're gonna hold 365 for further instruction.
Roger, I just said the PDC for your benefit.
Yeah, we got the PDC. Yeah, we got the PDC 2009er. Alright, 7,000 is the initial he's gonna give us.
209 into 2011. You can actually RNAV direct fade.
RNAV direct faith. Runway 36 right, clear for takeoff. United 2009er. Okay, very cool. So landing lights come on. Strobe lights come on. We're all set. Flaps 5. Let's go ahead and hold those brakes. Parking brake is in fact released. And let's listen to the PWs. They don't have quite the sound outside, but inside the cabin, they sound marvelous. Let me go ahead and get this one. Yeah, that looks nice. Yes. Oh yeah, that's gonna look juicy. Alright. 40. KRA. And auto throttle. Eight knots. D1.
D1.
Rotate. Gear. Holy crap, what is going on? autopilot. I'm gonna fly direct to Faith. Not sure what's going with the power there. Alright. Flaps 1. Right. Heading 009er. He's at 7,000. Zoom out on here. And flaps up. I like these more. I like these more than the GEs. Passing 4700, doesn't matter. One 6,000 unrestricted, and it's doesn't niner. And one more time about the airspace.
Once you leave my airspace, center's offline.
Roger, United doesn't niner. All right, unrestricted. Is there restrictions? Is that why? No. Okay. We. Oh, okay. Very nice. Very. I'm just letting the sounds do the talking. I'm gonna turn those down because I feel like that's a little loud. You know what? Objectively, these are so much better than the GEs. Get all these lights off. Is there a thrust limit? Hold on. I want to see. Can we get higher? Just a climb? Yeah, we can. I know it's screw. We'll go down and climb too. It sounds better.
Aircraft is showing dead air underneath.
And thus they fade out, and thus the show's over. Okay, we're returning to Orlando. Not fun anymore. End of the stream. I don't know. I feel like these.
2009, can you still hear me?
Yeah, 2009 5x5.
Thanks. Don't take care of it. Yeah, 2009, you leave my airspace. This center's offline. Resume on navigation, or service terminated. Have a good night.
Have a good rest of your day, United 2009er. Unicom. Alright. and now we are on our own. So, up to flight level 411 as instructed by, excuse me, here we go. As instructed by ACARS and by pretty much everybody else. Zooming out on here. Zoom out quite significantly here. I never put any fixes in, did I? Nope. We'll go Newark. I keep forgetting to put in fixes. Newark and then Orlando, KMCO. Did we fly out 25 miles yet? Just about to. Let's zoom back in. There's a 25-mile threshold. So, what is the ground distance again? We can go ahead and erase all of these. We'll keep this one for now. Ground distance was 816, so 408 is a half. 408, no, hold on. Slash 408. And then same thing with Newark, slash 408. We'll put it on the bottom one. Reasoning for that yesterday. We'll delete the 25-mile ring, and now we're all set and off to Newark. Yeah, you know what? They're not the most appealing. Not the most appealing engine. Neither by... Actually, you know what? No, by look, I actually do like the single line and the green stripe. I do like the look of every PW engine. But the sound for takeoff, so far unbeaten. We'll go standard. And now we're all set. So far, very, very nice. Do enjoy it a lot. I forgot my camera is off. Here we go. And then I turned it on about a minute or so late. That's okay. Got 2 screenshots to add to the pool. Got this one. Let's see if we can get one more. Maybe a better one. Maybe not like that. Maybe like this. Sun side? Yeah, like that. Maybe later. I don't know. I want to watch the Florida coastline as we fly by. Very nice. Love these more than the GEs. But we're going to have to see on Friday with the Trents. I think that's going to be even more fun. 25,000, we can get the seatbelts off. Alright, we'll go ahead and turn off the seatbelts. Oh, they're already offline. And we'll make this turn, and I'm gonna go AFK for a little bit. I'm gonna go eat some lunch. 22 minutes in the air, just about an hour and a half left. I think we should be able to actually see when the top of descent is. We can unpin this. Go ahead and turn on the approach chart. Just to have it at the ready. Here we are. And the zooming is quite annoying on this thing. Well, we're in Georgia now. That's at least the best part. The left-hand turn. 1 hour top of descent, so I have an estimate. Is the halfway point? 2012. So, in about hour 12 minutes is top of descent. Hour 12. 3:12. Okay, cool. So I have plenty of time to do my regulars. We'll keep this one zoomed in a little close just so we have the waypoints actually visible instead of all jumbled up. And once this turn is done, I'll be gone as well. I told you that, yeah. The season kicks off on Wednesday, you know. All right, coming up on Charleston here. Take a look. Just on our right-hand side, and we're not gonna be able to see anything because there's clouds, stupid clouds. Keep it at 160 for now. Take that off. Let's see if we can see something on the weather radar. I don't think there's anything to see, but always fun to check. Always fun to see what's going on. We did it in the past, but nothing coming in or out. Okay. So Newark's been on for quite a while now. Yeah, specifically Newark approach, and then this is, I'm gonna see, it's just New York Center. Hopefully they stay on. I actually do want ATC, especially because I was saying I was gonna vector myself off. But you know, preferably I'd like some ATC coming into New York, because it is a busy airspace, because JFK's got 10 departures at the moment, because they always are busy. LaGuardia's got 1, Newark's got 3. I remember I was looking around Newark in a little bit, just trying to figure out like what's the best parking place, and I never figured it out. Might as well do that now on Google Maps of all places. Let's figure it out on Google Maps. Newark Liberty. So these are the United gates up here. These up here. And I think they also park down here as well, but this is for domestic, I'd imagine. What is that? Is that a face? This is, they also park here too. Interesting. I know JetBlue and American also parks here. Yes, I'm not sure what that's really for. Spirit's over here. Egypt, they're also over. I think this is mostly international. Yeah, this is international. This is where United's really at. So everywhere here. I don't know if I want to park all the way up here at the new gates, just because it's really far of a taxi. Maybe. I mean, this place is pretty cool. We'll park like. We park somewhere along here. This is the 777. That's a 7. I don't even know what that is. Anyway, we'll park somewhere here. We'll figure out which one we can do and which one we can't. Somewhere along here, preferably. Can I see which ones are heavy or not? I think this one, the ones closer are heavy. So that's what we'll do. We'll probably do what is this? 75. Yeah, most likely. Gate 75 in Newark is what we're gonna take. I mean, the taxi's not gonna be too hard. I mean, we're gonna vacate here, then taxi up and just in there. That's bad. And if anything, we want to, we'll just take the roundabout here and park a little norther. Probably not. We'll probably just take one of these, because I know this area right here has got like restaurants and stuff. It's very, very nice. But again, we'll figure all that out once we start making our way. Now, I am hungry. I'm gonna head out for a little bit. Let's do this. Put a leave with this camera view. Okay, passing by Raleigh Durham at the moment, and we are back. Just quickly reset my screen. Like that. Raleigh Durham. What the frick did I just say? Raleigh Durham should be on our right-hand side. We've only been gone for about an hour. We're officially more than halfway. But Raleigh Durham is right there, actually. You know what? I flew into Raleigh once. Actually, not too bad. The terminal's very nice. I like how it's actually clear skies now. Oh yeah, there's all the clouds back there. Gone. And I know for sure there's something I can do in the settings, so I'm gonna go through in a second. No, it's not here. Definitely somewhere. Okay, definitely in here. I'm gonna go to PMDG setup. They're in about maybe? No. Go through every single one. Turn the bank angle pull out, so I don't know why not. What's the difference? We'll go to 1. That's where we'll go to 2. It shows per screen. Alright, so options and simulation. Yeah, that's nice. We're moving. Because if I move him... Okay, that's cool. Did I not configure them correctly? Oh, I must not have them configured. Putting all these on, I like these. I never turned on the APUs, didn't I? Wow, that was a total waste of fuel. Got it. Awesome. Amazing.
The
Hmm?
what?
Yeah. Nope. All right. We could prepare for arrival. So, first frequency we're going to be getting on is New York Center on 125325. 125325. Then a standby. So for arrival into Newark, let's prepare. Philbo 4. First and foremost is the wind. Anything happened with the wind? Weather still 110 at 9. Winds have changed a little bit. We're gonna have actually a bit of a crosswind. I'm gonna go ahead and see what the ATIS says. 120. They are in fact still using the ILS 22 left. Okay, that's fine. 3027, the altimeter. (3027) set on standby. And 110. Okay. The arrival. We're gonna send down to then 11,000. We can go ahead and actually set that. 11,000. And what is our heading? Because we're flying 043 at the moment. I haven't been syncing that up recently. Let's set this back to auto. Alright. The top of descent coming up in about 5 minutes or so. 5 minutes to top of descent. That's Quart coming up way over there. Alright, and then we're going to take Bilbo as the breakaway point for 22 left, and we're going to get vectored. Since we do have approach online. Hopefully it won't hop off as soon as we get there. Most likely will, but we'll see. 210, the minimums. 210. The bare minimums. Hour 30 on the flight. Very nice. 3,000 on 225 is the go around. And 108.7, 219 is the course. Beautiful. We're all set. Now, if we go over here, 399.3 is our current weight. We're going to go performance, landing en route. Select 22 left. Aircraft. Import weather. Wind is from the side, so we'll give it about half of that is 4, give it 5, maybe 2. 2 knots of VREF, and it's going to be a crosswind landing, another one. Auto brake 3 should be fine. This is a landing weight about -5, so 22.8. We'll have 18.4, so 4.4. If we go back to here, we subtract 4.4 from our gross weight. 4.4. 190, say 394.3. 394.3. Beautiful. So 394.3. I'm not gonna expect any changes. 129 is our landing speed with 30, or with flaps 30 as our notch. And that's way out there, so we're gonna use flaps. Sorry, auto brake 4. So auto brake 4. If we take a look, auto brake 4 will land us. I did not pin any ground charts, did I? No, I did not. See spots. Here we go. Most likely going to take 7.5 or 7.5 is what we're most likely going to take. If we go back to the airport charts, 10,000 feet. Am I selecting the wrong runway? Hold on. How long did it say we had? Oh, with the back included as well. Okay. So if we're using about that much of the runway, hold on. If we're using this much of the runway, it's a little over half. Maybe 4, maybe about 2/3 or so. Right about here is where we should stop, which is fine. We'll exit off at either Echo or Papa 2 or November. Either way, we have a taxiway to cross immediately. We'll probably do Papa 2. Most likely, I'm gonna guess. Just if we need some extra space, but if we slow down enough, we'll just take the high-speed exit on an Echo, and we'll take Echo Cross. And then taxi to the gate is going to be up here, which I think they should let us go over to Alpha. And then Alpha all the way in, but we'll see how that usually goes. I have no idea how they taxi in Newark. Holy lag. Okay. So, arrival preparation, we're all set. We'll get the checklist on. We're going to zoom in on here. Zoom in on here. Descent checklist. So, auto brake. 4, flaps full. No notes. Landing. Minimums 210. Landing speed 129er with the flap 30 setting. We got our approach briefed and recall. Nothing. Descent checklist complete. Actually, we can go ahead and just close this page. We don't need anything there. We have auto ATC. Nice. DC is just on our right-hand side somewhere. This is, what's it called? The Air Force Base. Air Base Andrews. And then since Air Base Andrews is right here, and downtown DC is right over here. The downtown DC, Ronald Reagan International, and Dulles would be way out there somewhere. This Dulles is boring and nobody cares about it. No, I'm kidding. There's actually quite a few details here. Interesting. Where's Dulles? We said was there's Reagan. Dulles would be way out there somewhere. That's the river. So it'd be like over there somewhere. All right. Holy. Beautiful. Top of descent. We'll contact New York Center in a little bit. There's the profile. There's our top of descent. And that's the entire state of, that's the rest of Maryland and Delaware over there in the distance. I want to know what this lake is, what this giant bay is. It's fast flying, by the way. If I zoom in on the boat. Nice and fast flying by the boat. Where? We will not... yeah, we could use more drag. Unless we'll level off in a second here. Cool, we just need to maintain our speed. That's really it. Cool. We can go ahead and bring the speed brake back in. Ah, yeah, that's right. So first of all, these close. Second of all, this is where everybody walks in. So, yes. gonna start leveling off here just a little bit, because we are going quite steep. I believe this is pretty steep. And give us some time to speed up as well. Now we've leveled off a little bit. This looks like Nebraska for some reason. I don't know why. Or Denver. We'll descend down to 8,000. And why are the charts misbehaving? There we are. Keep up the altimeter update. Here we go. Still 3027. Okay. We'll update the ATIS as well from Newark. So it's information Tango, and then Philadelphia is right below us, or right in front of us somewhere. Philadelphia is right there, actually. There's ships as well. $18,000, we'll go push. Downtown Philadelphia. Downtown Philadelphia, Philadelphia Airport. The city of brotherly love right below. Or the airport of brotherly love. I don't know what's up with the ground textures. They don't load. I guess they're the last thing to load or something. And then, of course, we said downtown Philadelphia. Where was that? Oh, that was over here. We should fly to Philadelphia again. We haven't done it in a while. Why not? Into the clouds. What's the temperature? We're gonna go ahead and contact New York Center. Excuse me.
Flight level 180.
And then for New York approach, or Newark approach, 128550. 128550. Descent checklist. Altimeters check. Descent checklist complete. I'll maintain 8,000 for now. New York Center, good afternoon. At a 2009er with you, descending down through 1000.
United 2009er, New York Center, hello, contact Newark approach, 128.55, will be up.
All right, 128.550, and at a 2009er. All right, right off the bat. Newark approach, United 2009er, heading down through 1000.
United 2009, heavy, Newark approach, hello.
And a 2009er with information Tango, forgot about that. Gotta make sure it's with Tango.
United 29 heavy, sorry, Newark approach, hello, thank you. Descend and maintain 7000, Newark altimeters 3027, expect the ILS 2 left.
3027, the altimeter is sent down to 7000, expect the ILS 22 left, and at a 2009er. Down to 7000.
15 heavy, turn right heading 190,
We
join the
will
localizer.
put this back here, and actually open up a chart. About time we should start doing that.
Join the localizer,
You both are on, right?
15 heavy, 2 miles from Izeko, maintain 3000 to established. Clear for the ILS 22 left approach.
Make 1000 to establish, clear ILS 22 left, 92 heavy.
Of course, we're going to be recording with with orange box today. That is 7,000.
No, 15 heavy, the way
Cabin is ready.
1209, runway 22 left, clear that.
22 left, clear away, 15 heavy.
Newark approach today, United 1875, Newark, radio check. Check the call summons at United 1875. Hey, from United 1875. United 1875, Newark departure, hello, route loud and clear. United 2009 heavy, flighting 040 right to final.
040 to final. 2009er. 040. We'll start flying our own, which is actually very nice because we get to cut our way through most of this. What is up with the screens? There we are. There's 7,000. And I'll bring the volume up as well. There's the whales.
Appreciate 2415 with Tango. Ready.
United 2415, Newark departure, thank you for Tango. Runway 22 right at Whiskey. Taxi via left on Bravo and Whiskey.
820 at Whiskey, left Bravo, and Whiskey, United 2415.
Correction, sorry, make that left on Bravo, Romeo and Whiskey.
Right, Bravo, Romeo, Whiskey, United 2415.
Thank you, United 1202, runway 22 right at Whiskey, clear for takeoff, wind 120
Clear for takeoff, United 1202, runway 22 right.
United 2009 heavy, descend and maintain 6000.
6,000, 2009 heavy. $6,000. These lights are all on, good. NTI, it's should have been required. I know it was on auto either way, so we're fine.
United 1202, radar contact south, you leaving?
Passing through 1,200, United 1202.
United 1202, thank you, climb maintain 5000.
Climb maintain 5,000, United 1202.
United 1202, turn right, heading 360.
Right turn 360, United 1202.
United 15 Heavy, welcome to Newark. Vacate right, Papa 1, right Papa, left November.
Newark
Hold
should
short,
be on
22
our
right.
right-hand side in a little bit, so...
Alright, Papa 1,
another
Papa
direction,
November, hold
there's
short,
New York.
22 right now, 15 Heavy.
Manhattan's over there.
Continue right turn heading 040.
Want to make sure all the volumes are nice and high.
Right turn heading 040.
Yeah, we're good. With the sim audio, we'll keep the sim audio like right here. That's good.
United 1202, thank you. Climb maintain 6000.
Climb maintain 6,000, United 1202.
I'm gonna zoom out on this one a little bit, just so I have the best view.
United 1202, contact New York departure 125.32. Have a great day.
125.32, thanks for ATC with you.
Pleasure. United 15 Heavy, do you know where you're parking?
Oh, so he is asking. Okay, so we should probably look up our
At
gate.
15 Heavy, we're going to take gate 125.
Actually, on flights, say from San Francisco to Newark, where does the United normally park? Flight info. This is the 777.
United 15 Heavy, roger. You cross runway 22 right at November.
78.
And then right Bravo.
And then let's do like Denver to Newark.
Parking. Have a great day.
Denver
Alright, cross
to
2
New
right
York.
at November, and then right turn on Bravo to park. United 15W.
Where do they park? Okay, way up there. Got it. But since we are a domestic aircraft,
Aircraft say United 1875 ready to taxi.
United 1875, stand by. United 1875, thank you, runway 22 right, whiskey taxi via Romeo
we're just flying
Kilo,
down one at this
uniform
point.
and whiskey.
We have traffic on our right side there. That's a departure, actually.
Kilo, uniform and whiskey, United 22, correction, United 1875.
United 2415, runway 22 right at whiskey, cleared for takeoff, wind 1209.
22 right at whiskey, cleared for takeoff, United 2415.
United 2009 heavy, descend and maintain 5000.
5,000, 2009 heavy. Okay, quick question. Do we want... Here, this is for gate options. Do we want this right here, gate 75, which was the first option, or do we want gate 9 or 8, which was the second option? I think if we go over to... Let's actually get G's up. We go to Newark and select from map. It should be able to tell us. Yeah, okay, so there are only 2 gates that are suitable for the 777 here. Now, this one, we'll just get a view of this thing back here. And if we get this, we can have a view of the dock and of New York City. But the question is, do we want to sit right next to these gates or right next to the food court? Not over here. That's not an option. There are actually some options over here too, but no, we want to park at the United gates.
2009, turn right heading 110.
Right, 110. United 2009 heavy. 110.
Damn.
Alright. We'll start flaps 1.
Departure 2415 1.4 for 2.5.
Flaps 1.
United 2415, thank you, radar contact, climb and maintain 10,000.
10,000, 24.
We'll get the recorder ready. Ready to go. There's Newark off to our 2 o'clock right there. Zoom in and everything.
415, turn right heading 280.
You're gonna have us back there off from here.
2415.
Probably gonna go lower.
415, turn right heading 280.
Alright, 280 on the buggy.
He's gonna want us at 3,000 in a second.
2415.
United 1875, runway 22 right, whiskey, clear for takeoff, the wind 1209.
Clear for takeoff, 22 right, United 1875.
Down to 3,000 for us, please. Very soon. 210, and then they go around. We said 3,000 and 225. Okay. Zoom in again. Auto brake 4 confirmed. Get these lights on. There's downtown New York City. Oh, dang, that actually looks really nice. Oh, yeah, I want that picture. Looking sweet. How about this one? Oh, yeah, like this. This looks even better. Although, nah, Newark's not in that picture. Not in that last one.
United 2415, climb maintain 1000.
11 down, United 2415.
United 2415, thank you, contact Newark departure 125.32, have a great day.
2532, we'll see United 2415.
United 2009 heavy, descend to maintain 3000.
3000, 2009 heavy.
United 2009 heavy, turn right heading 170, join the correction 190, join localizer.
190, join the localizer, United 2009 heavy.
United 1875, ready to contact south, please leaving.
190, we're on the localizer here. We'll zoom in on every single map.
Yeah, passing 2000.
We'll watch this go by.
United 1875, thank you, climb maintain 10,000, turn right heading 350. Right heading 350, and yeah, I'll see you one more time for 1875. United 1875, climb maintain 10,000.
The checklist open on this side. Thing of flight attendants.
And I think someone else is checking in. United 2009, descend to maintain 2000.
2000, 2009. Right, arm
United
approach.
2009, you are 5 miles from Gimme, fly heading 240. Maintain 2000, you're established on the localizer, clear for the ILS 22 left bridge.
Heading 240, maintain 2000 until we're established on the ILS for runway 22 left. United 2009. Yeah, I knew we overshot the localizer there. We'll get down to 2000. We'll pick up the localizer first. And speed's coming down as well. We're going to go flaps 5. Yeah, my cruise seats for landing. Here we are. Fix. Flash 25. We don't need this one anymore. We don't need that one anymore. There's the localizer and the glide slope, so we'll start notching our speed down. Bring it down flaps 10. Or 15, my apologies. Our VRF is 129er. We can actually go ahead and start slowing down.
Contact Newark departure 125.32. Have a great day.
129er. We'll start the recording here. Go ahead, start the recording.
Departure on 125.325, United 1875. Cheers, that's a good one.
And gear down. There's MetLife.
United 2009 heavy, runway 22 left, clear land, winds 1209.
Roger, winds 22 left, clear land, United 2009 heavy. Gear down, we're gonna go flaps 20.
2500.
On heading 225 is our go around. And 3,000 feet. Flaps full. We'll arm the speed brake as well. Beautiful view of downtown New York City. This is why I love Newark so much. We got MetLife. This is actually my mod right here. I don't know why it looks like that. Maybe it's just Google Maps. That's right. It looks pretty nice. Now we are at final approach speed. This is where it gets fun. We have G's ready. We selected our gate. Lights are on. Alright, landing checklist. Gear down, flaps full, speed brake armed. Before landing, checklist complete. Go over here. We can go ahead and clear all the fixes. We should have done that later, but that's fine. All ready? Alright. Let's land it. Again, 225 on 3000. We'll open up the taxi chart. And one more time, the gate we're taking is 908. 908 is the gate. So we'll zoom in on here. Autopilot. My aircraft. Keep her level here with the glide slope.
Newark Airport United 2604 with you 9,300 plus 7,000.
About 4 miles out.
24 net approach, hello, expect to the ILS, runway 22 left.
Expect ILS 22 left United 2604.
Will let the auto throttle do most of its stuff? A little low and a little to the left. We'll adjust with that. And we're pretty far out, so just slight adjustments here. Just like that. Now we're back on the localizer.
1,000.
1,000 feet, check. And again, the wind is kicking us around, so we're going to be grabbing our way there. And we'll watch the replays later. Let's keep her center this time, and actually on glide slope. We've been doing pretty good on glide slope. And as I say that, we dip below. We are recording back on glide slope, back on
500.
localizer. Check. Stable.
400.
Docks. There's
300.
There's a wind shear.
Approaching minimums.
Roger.
200.
That wind's really kicking us
Minimums.
around. Continue landing. Steer her in.
100. 50. 40. 30.
United 2604, flighting 100, back to
Five.
the final.
Ooh, saved it.
500 heading
And a
over
float,
final,
too.
United 2604.
Not bad. 131. Reversers. Oh, that was good. We saved that very, very late. Good enough. And reversers can come off. Speed brakes up. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Newark. What a landing, too. That was fun. Auto brake off. Oh, dude, I wish Boeing had that so much. I can't wait to hear that on the A350. Lock in the landing, Oscar. Welcome, dude. Just in
Heavy,
time.
welcome to Newark. Turn right on Papa. And Charlie, hold short, 22 right.
Right on Papa and hold short at Charlie of 22 right. United 2009 or heavy. Beautiful.
And when able, say parking.
Now parking 9 or 8 over at the Charlie terminals.
United 2009 Heavy, roger. You can cross runway 22 right at Charlie. Right Bravo to parking. Have a great day.
22 right at Charlie, right Bravo to parking. United 2009 or thank you so much. Have a great day.
My pleasure.
Awesome. So, this is Charlie right here. Right Charlie, and then the left here, and then our first right. We're all good to cross. Oh, shoot. I just sent that into the regular chat. There we go.
No worries.
And again, first right. Put the lights back on. We shall stop the clock. 2 hours, 13 minutes. We were supposed to be 2 hours, 14, right on the dot. Awesome, if not early. TCAS can come off to expander. So TCAS off. And then give it a few minutes or so. Right here and then all the way to the gates. And actually quite a lot of traffic. Unless I have... Oh no, I have static, that's right. Spool him up. Give him the one more whale. Only oversteer. We'll keep it there. Alright. Flaps up. Weather radar can come off. TCAS. Traffic awareness comes off. Gonna center line and we'll take her all the way in. We'll start the recording. We'll save that now.
United 2604, turn 10 degrees to the left.
10 degrees to the left, United 26.
See that come off. This light comes off. Get the APU running.
Here,
Get,
approach November 503 kilo 6000.
get the minimums reset.
No approach, low,
It's a gate in, what's it called? Gate 9 or 8. Is that correct? Yes, 9 or 8.
Fred ILS 19503 kilo kilo.
It's very nice. Air India.
November 503
Nice. That's a Dreamliner. Then a 7.6. We've been talking about this one. Polish, Alal. Actually, very cool they have Alal here. And of course, the United Gates. And if we're taking, we're gonna let the roundabout take us. We're gonna wait until Kilo, and then we're gonna turn right after Kilo on. No, we're actually gonna wait 2 after Kilo. So give us one more whale. Lovely. I'm like a freaking British person. Lovely. That is bloody lovely. Alright, let's not speed it up anymore. Kilo is that last one before the ramp. How much traffic's actually at Newark? I have no idea. No, we're like literally the only ones on the ground at the moment. We passed Kilo? No, this is Kilo right here, and then second turn on the left, correct? Yes, second turn on the left. We'll shut down engine. Actually, I don't think we don't even have time to shut down an engine. We probably should have, but we don't have time anymore. So left turn here. And that's our gate right there. Gate 9 or 8. 9 or 8. Come on, one last one. Damn, bro. All right, 9 or 8, right here. So how do they have you? How do they have us turn in here? Go out like that, and finally in like that. Aha. Clever. I think I might have missed it. Definitely off center there. We'll slow her down. Turn the lights off. Perfectly on center, actually. It's not too bad. Let's do it right. Stop it. Oh. Oh, come on. Perfect. Where is it? Parking brake. Set. Engine 1, engine 2. Seatbelts. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Newark. Good parking too. Oh, and a beautiful view of downtown. This is exactly what I wanted. This view of downtown New York. We got the ports on this side. Actually, we got everything. The ports and downtown New York. If you sit back in the seat. Oh, that looks nice. Then on this side, we have the boring Newark terminals. Actually, hold on. The terminals are very, very nice. The APU is running. We got the beacon off. We check the engines are below 20. TCAS goes to standby. Weather radar, terrain radar are all off. Data comes off. They're all zoomed in. Flight director 1, flight director 2, flight director 1. And then center, we go for, no, my side, we go door page. Right side, we go gear page. Center, we go checklist. Bracket brake set. We're going to go ahead and get the fuel pumps off.
Kilo, center maintain 3000.
We're going to depressurize the aircraft, which goes like this until every fault appears. then right side gets powered off. The plane powered off correctly. We can go ahead and turn this clock off. 2 hours 32. Block give us 31. It's about 10 minutes early. All right, we'll keep that clock there for a second. All right, all the doors can get disarmed. Doors disarmed. So, shutdown checklist complete. We'll go engine page. That's all spooled down. We're good on oil quantity. Gears. Temperature much hotter on the left side, which is, yeah, that shows the fact that I use the left side a little more, which is fine.
Turn right heading 190.
Don't need any brakes. That's off.
Turn right 190, turn the left right.
And hydraulic quantity still looks good after today. EGT is nice and high for the APU to be running, because I cannot speak today. Absolutely cannot speak. And after that, what else is there to do? DCAS. We never fully set up DCAS, but that's fine. Ooh, what else? That should be it. Parking brake set, APU running, doors manual, no smoking on. We can actually get that off too. Doesn't need to be on. Nav is on, no external power. One of the fuel pumps being used. Okay, that's it. We officially made it to Newark. Officially and unofficially worth the job. Wait, oh.
26.042
New planning.
ZK. Maintain 3000 established on the
Because
local line.
deboarding.
On a particular bridge.
I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect off of VATSIM before we do anything else. We're done on VATSIM. Very, very nice flight. Very nice landing. So 2 hours 14 within sim brief is what was predicted. Actually, before we do end sim brief, let me go ahead and get a screenshot of that, because that looks freaking sick. Downtown New York and of the dock. Can I get a picture of that actually? Or should I do it like this? Nah. What are you planning, right? We requested it, yes. Come on. Screenshot of downtown, maybe? Like that? That seems good. Nah, we're fine. We'll keep it. Terminal. Hold on a minute. Did we set the chocks? Is that... What's the problem? That it was the problem. Give him one more second. Maybe give me a good restart. Because we gotta deboard everybody before it replays. That's a good sign. Where's deboarding? There we are. Alright. You know what? Let's open a window. We'll leave this over here. We can move that. We're gonna end our Volanta flight. Any more screenshots added? Or is, yeah, one of these. We'll add this one. Why not? Here we go. No ground power, please. We're gonna end the flight. Let's see. So, statistics: 2 hours 13. We got that on point. 2 hours 30. Yeah, we stopped the clock a little too early. But either way, it was 2 hours 14 on SimBrief, so we're early in 2 hours 42 on SimBrief for block. So beautiful. Everything's perfect. They gave us a 107 landing, and of course we overshot the thing here, which was, of course. All right, very nice. Very nice. Actually, I should fly out of here more. It's a lot more fun. All right. While everybody's deplaning, let's go ahead and take a look inside. Inside the what the heck? Look inside the terminal because I actually want to see this too. I forgot how it looked like. Here everybody is. So into the gates. Which way is it? Because this thing is lagging. Of course it is. This way. Down. No. We're going up. Holy lag spike. Here's your terminal for you. Ooh, and it's got the downstairs too? Come on. Don't tell me it's going to be doing this. Is that what the gate is for? That's our gate? Or no? Is it right here? Oh, this looks very cool. Okay, you know what? Here, hold on. I wanna get a cool screenshot. So we're gonna close a few doors. Close this one and close this one. Oh, while they're closed. This one. Oh my gosh, come on. There we are. That's a picture. Holy lag, too. And we're down to 30 FPS. That's a good picture. Right there. Oh, yeah. We're a little lower. So we see the full shots. That's nice. That is very, very cool. Press the terminal. What does that look like? I think is it just one-sided? I don't think it is. No, Wiki makes very good sceneries. I really do like it. This is where we would have parked. Which one was it? 75. Come on. Yeah, this right here is where we would have parked. So, oh yeah, there is a quarter down here, but like, no, hold on, this is a wall. Is this just a wall? Yeah, it is. There's nothing really to do here. Like, here, this is all we would see compared to what view we have there. This would be a pretty nice view because 74 would have a view, of course, of, I don't know why I like El Al so much. Their livery is kind of cool. You know, that, no, it's not the livery, no. Speaking of El Al, look out for that. We might be going to Israel at some point or another. Okay, what do we have? A lot of Cleveland flights. Why can't I? Here we go. To Chicago. Oh, it's got the old United logo. Lufthansa Continental? This is from a while ago. What the heck? This is from a long, long time ago. The old American Airlines, Continental, old United. Are you kidding? This is from like 2000. This is from like 1995. What was the food court I was talking about? Or does it not exist in the scenery? I forgot. Oh no, this is it right here. I think it's a food court, or maybe it's just like a shopping mall. No, hold on. Oh, here it is. Would you look at that? Oh yeah, here's the bars. It's inside the shops. I actually want to go here really, really badly. Very, very nice. Holy crap, bro. I cannot do anything. Because of how ass PMDG builds all of their planes. So if we just, here. I'm literally moving my camera just a little bit and I can't even do that. Here, if I sit down. Like, look, I have a view of the entire terminal. Look, isn't this not freaking cool. I want to maybe back up a little bit. Like right here. Okay, I can adjust like, yeah, like this would be so cool just to like sit here and look at people like this, or sit down. Okay, look at people. That sounds weird. Here, like a seat right here or right here would just be so cool. Okay, where's my plane? Bring me back. Alright, they're all done unloading. So everything is done. Right? Is there one more? There's a few more, I think. How many more cars? Oh, one more cart here, one more cart there. Okay, so they are essentially done. Let's close our window. And we're gonna watch a replay. Make sure we close G's and GSX. Lock it and close. One last one over here. How good are we on passengers? Only 100, yeah, because we started it late. Were we live weather the whole time? We were. Yeah, because the sun's starting to really set here. Actually, that's the one part of the terminal I never got to explore, but there's nothing really to see there except like that, but that's really it. Actually, one more time. Over here, like the check-in actually looked really cool. Like everything with Dresden Wiki, they model everything. And I mean everything. Look, that's working. You got the entire of this area. If I could rotate around, please. I mean, look, there's New York. There's our plane. Like, how cool is that? Here, where could I go that would seem the coolest? This looks a lot like, what's it called? Like DC almost. There, if I look right here. Position myself like this. Like right here where you could still like see things. Maybe where's the security line? Like right here. That with the One World Trade Center, right? Just a little bit back and a little bit this direction. Here we go. There, maybe a little up. Nah, just like that. That looks amazing. Absolutely amazing. Alright, forget GSX. We're canceling you. Let's go ahead, close all of our... Hold on. Restart you. Close all the doors. I don't know why this automatically called up. We'll close all of these doors. And the replays are starting up. So, we go to menu, actions, no, setup, load, final. Oh, don't forget about that. Give everything one moment. Okay, flight directors are on. We'll get that one up. All these lights, strobe. Everything is on. On. Here we are. Alright, already. Arm all of them. Here we go. Auto brake, we'll go auto brake 4. No, it's gonna disarm. Hold on. Back here. And let's load the replay. Oh, speed control. Let's go over to the landing. We're gonna watch it. Why is it going full power? 129. There's some more GE sounds for you. That is actually the picture of a century. Maybe this will be. Yeah, a bit of a floater. Okay, now screw this. Hold on. Let's do it. Do it from this view. This is the infamous highway. Let's see. I think very good approach. I enjoyed that landing a lot. That's my mistake. Right there. I just barely missed the ground too. Hey, but we saved the landing very well. One more time. Bring it from over here. I love PWs. I gotta start flying them more. I really do gotta start flying the PWs a lot more, especially with United. Look at this. Ooh, just barely got a -1, and then finally the touch. We really did almost smash it too. Bring them in.
Don't sink.
Send those. We'll go auto brake 4. Here we go.
Don't sink. Too low. Terrain. Don't sink. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain.
Alright, never mind.
Too low.
This view with downtown, not downtown Chicago, my bad. So cool. We really did just save it. Alright, I want a few views from this side. With the hydraulics too? Hey, with this side, it looks really, really smooth. With this side, it looks good. Bring it back right here. I love the sound of the hydraulics. Alright, we're gonna watch it from here, and then we're gonna finish it off with a silent replay and the outro. That's probably one of my most favorite landings I've ever done. The thing is, this plane does a good job of keeping it sounding, making it sound good too. All right, silent, no camera. This side. Oops. Wait a minute, I screwed that up. Bring it back here. Here we go. We'll do it from the window view. From like inside the window. Alright, bring it back one more time. We'll watch it from way out here. We'll say goodbye. For now, of course. Friday morning is the next scheduled one from JFK to LA full time. If I take a look how long it's gonna take. JFK to LA. Takes just about 5 hours. We've done it before. We'll do it again. They will be all fine. And until next time, see you guys. Until Friday, most likely.
Let's go.